Hey folks, Quillyteen here, and welcome to some Let's Play Slay the Spire! Now, this has been a game I still play on my own all of the time, and I posted on Twitter yesterday that I was actually pretty upset because Slay the Spire actually blew up my Ironclad save. I thought I'd beaten Ascension 18, and then all of a sudden I found myself in Ascension 1. I was like, what the hell? And I was complaining about it on Twitter. Turns out I was slightly wrong. Slay the Spire did blow up my save, but when I thought I had beaten Ascension level 18, what had actually happened is that run, which was really easy, turns out I was on no Ascension mode. It had blown up my save before then, so I was not playing Ironclad in Ascension, and then when I won, it went to Ascension 1. So luckily, I got some help on how to restore my status here of Ascension 18. There's a file you can tweak. Actually, what I ended up doing, because there were some issues, I mostly copied over my defect file to the Ironclad so that the progress would be Ascension level 18, which is what it's supposed to have. But that was really, really frustrating. I was going to say, hold on, there's... Wait, what? My save is still screwed. Well, okay, I'm very confused. And now, I am playing with mods. None of these change gameplay, but I have to assume that whatever happened is due to this. And now I'm like, maybe I shouldn't play with these, but they're so good. The colored map, the highlighting paths. I wonder if the achievement enabler might be screwing with things. The thing with the achievement enabler, though, is I want to use this because none of these mods change gameplay in any way whatsoever. And so I still want to be eligible for achievements. And I'm wondering if I should turn this off. Anyway, the whole thing is I'm currently frustrated at Slay the Spire. And I want to play it. But today's a recording day. I'm like, well, I guess I'm just going to record Slay the Spire. So here we are playing Slay the Spire out of spite. Apparently in Ascension 16. Which I'm just going to go for now. Sure. Rather than mess with the save file some more. And let's see what we can do. And we don't have a run going on. Which is correct because I was starting a run. And then I was like, you know what? I should just record it. So I decided to back off. Love the colored map. Very, very useful. Maybe, yeah, I'll make sure to post this right away before I play more. Maybe someone has experience with these mods and they know which one of them might be screwing up my save. So the big thing we want to do is we want to hit as many elites as possible, because while this can lead to the highest chance of losing in Act 1, it leads to the greatest chance of victory overall by having as many relics as possible. I'm not interested in doing Act 4, so the Flaming Elite I would rather avoid, if I can, in favor of a regular one. Okay, well, these three elites are mutually exclusive. And then this right branch has no... Well, that's not true, because we can swing back around that way. Because one possibility is we could route something like this to hit that. There will be a campfire after this elite, which is good. We will have to do at least one fight before this one, and there might be an extra one here, might be an extra one here, but overall that's not too shabby. I think that's better than going this way. The other alternative... so this would hit us with 2 elites. We could do a 3 elite route if we did this. This seems like it might be a little difficult. Elite fight, no rests anywhere in there. I think that might be too unlikely to fail. So I think we'll go this way. It does mean one fewer elite, but I think that should be all right. Now, one of the other things, I'm addicted to question marks, and back in the day I would have gone for all these because it would have been awesome and fun. But the fact of the matter is, I think these early hallway fights are really, really important. They're not that difficult, and you need extra cards in your deck to reliably do these elites. But we are going to take the Niao's Lament here. The next 3 enemies have 1 HP. Over the max HP because it's not very useful. Which does put us in a fairly good position to do some elite sniping. You know, we might get hallway fights here. Here's the thing. If I went this way... Either I'll get 3 fights along the way, which, okay, 3 fights, 1 HP, great, get me some cards, we'll fight the elite, that's going to be okay. Or we don't get any, in which case we snipe the elite. Doesn't give us very many cards for this boss fight over here. That's the one downside, but it does make the elites a lot easier to get. After this, we are going to go this way. I'm not really interested in this shop because we won't have a ton of money. I'd rather get whatever comes out of here. Hopefully nothing bad. I'd prefer a fight here than a shop where there's nothing that's valuable to buy. Alright, I think we will go down to question mark route. If nothing else, it makes it more entertaining for the videos, so we'll do that. I'm not saying that's the correct and most optimal route, but that's what we're going to do. So we'll take Niao's Lament. We'll start over here. We got the slime fight. And yet, this fight here, even the slime fight, you can lose tons of health early on if they both attack on round 1. I really like Anger. Early on, Act 1, my priority is to get at least 1, if not 2 decent attacks added to my deck, because both Laguvulin and Nob are giant DPS races. The triple sentry is a little less so. And I like Anger. It's free. It does enable a certain type of scaling, which is cool. Havoc, I have finally experimented with it. You can, with exactly the right relic or something, you can do some funky stuff with this. Hemokinesis, not as a blind pick, but I think Anger is perfectly fine. We get an upgrade right away. Now, this is interesting, because since Anger multiplies, you're highly incentivized to maybe boost this. It's not much, but it's something. The other big one that I like is actually upgrading Bash, and the reason is base Bash I don't like. It's really expensive. It doesn't do that much damage. It applies vulnerable afterwards, so it doesn't benefit from its own. On this first turn, you don't have a lot of energy left over, so half the time that vulnerable really doesn't, the first tick of vulnerable doesn't do much, if nothing, because sometimes you're forced to defend. With the upgraded Bash, 3 turns of vulnerability means it sticks around long enough to really, really make a difference. However, I might still just go for the Anger upgrade first. And I think I will. Because you're always going to play the Angers when they're in your hand. Bash is not always the case of that. Early armaments is very popular because then you upgrade that, and then you've got a lot of other things. I do like strength scaling decks. I find like they're a little bit more reliable to build than the block-centric ones. When you get a block-centric one, you tend to just win. It's amazing, but it can be hard to get all the parts together. Heavy Blade's not bad because it's 7 damage per energy, which makes it better than a strike. And then later, so it's good early game. And then later game, it's great when you got any sort of strength going in there. Armament's a lot better early game. It does fall off a little bit later on. I'm not sure if I think I'm gonna go for the Heavy Blade here. I think that's gonna be okay. We've got some money, enough to buy a card, but not enough to buy a relic. I'm just gonna go for the question mark instead. Now, this is very interesting. To a certain extent, a transform is like removing a card and drafting something that should be better than a strike or defend, but it's very random. Upgrading a card would also be nice, but I'm actually wondering here. We've added 2 attacks, including one that multiplies. I actually kind of like the idea of purging a vanilla strike, just removing it. An upgrade wouldn't be bad, but I think I like the idea of doing that. Start to thin out the deck, which is one of the most powerful things you can do. I think maybe more as an Ironclad than anything else. We'll take the Golden Idol. I'm going to take the damage here, which should be fine. We could lose the max HP as well, but... And I don't want the injury, because I think I want to purge other things. I think I'm going to take just the flat damage, and that's going to be okay. I'm not going to rest here. I'm going to smith. I will smith the Bash now. Get a ton of vulnerable going in, and let's fight. I was kind of hoping for the Nob first. Okay, this isn't bad. In fact, I will even... do I bother with this? Yeah, well, I've got 2, and they're not like they're fantastic potions. We'll need some room regardless. We'll do... I forgot he's only got 1 hit point. Vajra. Okay, that's great for us. That's really, really, really good for us. I mean, obviously heavy benefits, but anger benefits. That sets a lot. I think we'll grab the flex, actually. Since we do have the heavy blade and everything, it's going to be wonderful. We got plenty hit points, so we're just going to go ahead and do some more smithing. The heavy blade dealing that... So right away, with just the Vajra, it does an extra 2 points of damage by upgrading it this way. Obviously, scales like crazy. The other thing is the flex. I think I will do the flex first, because I think it's going to benefit us a little bit more. The winged boots opens up a lot of other pathing options, which I think I should probably make use of early. What we could do is I could campfire, and then what I can do is I can swing back over here. Uses 1 charge, but I think is worth it. We're going to upgrade the Heavy Blade. After this, we'll probably start upgrading Defense. So I'm going to cycle back over here because I still want to hit this guy. And I think at this point, getting the question mark is better than it. We've got a decent deck for Act 1. I think I'll just take the heal here, actually. It's only 20 points of heal, but that's going to be okay. So using the extra potion. I mean, I don't think it's gonna matter because but yeah, that was kind of dumb. I forgot we had only 1 hit point. So flex with this guy's not going to be ideal. But the anger's going to be okay. The strike's going to be okay. I don't think I'm going to defend here. He's going to make me vulnerable, which is really annoying. If you can artifact that, that's huge. But yeah, we can hit you like that and like that. Boom. Love Anchor. Makes that first turn a lot better. I don't know about more than one flex, especially since yeah, I don't know. That might be a little too much. Grabbing a Seeing Red is usually pretty safe. Virtually every deck benefits from it. So we'll go here. We get a fight against the Jawworm, which would normally be one of the, you know, sort of starter things. We've got the Anchor, which is great. We'll defend as well. Overkill and block, but then we take literally nothing. And this guy's tricky when you get him first because he's such a clock. But it's not going to matter here for us because we've picked up some attacks. Twin Strike obviously scales really well with strength, but we've got Heavy Blade, we've got Angers. We sort of have our win condition from damage. We mostly need to survive long enough to get it. I think a Shrug It Off is going to be great. I do like Uppercut a lot, but I'm going to like putting in one Shrug It Off. Okay, so we've got enough money now. We can buy most relics. Not all of them. Singing Bowl would have been lovely. Brimstone, I think, is great for us. I think the strength scaling is 100% what we're looking for here. It means we won't be able to purge a card, but no, I think this is going to be okay. I could get another Shrug It Off. I don't know. I think I'd rather save money for maybe better stuff. I'd draft a second Shrug It Off, but I don't think I'm going to spend money on it. We could buy a potion to help us, you know, win the boss fight more reliably, but with tons of hit points. Now, the downside, actually, if that's many hit points, the first attack this boss does is scale based on your HP. As long as you've got at least, say, 25... maybe-ish, I wouldn't even rest before this boss, because I don't know what the cutoffs are. The bookie probably has it worked out, but so he's going to hit us for probably, I don't know, I'm guessing something like 48 on this one, but he can do as little as 12 on his first attack. The damage is the same. I think it's the number of blows he does. Is maybe it's like 1 + 1 for every 10 you've got? I'm not sure. Anyway, well, Smith here, obviously. I could make Seeing Red free, which I'm going to want to do, because Seeing Red right now is only 1 net energy, which isn't fantastic. Doing that makes it 2, but I think we'll just go and increase the Shrug It Off here. It's going to be okay. I don't think the artifact does anything with this one. He sort of debuffs us by putting garbage in our deck, but... Oh, shit! No, I made a mistake there, because I did... Okay. I should have used it for the flex. We'll be able to use it the next one. That was actually a huge mistake. Yeah, this is a huge... Look at this. Even more than I thought. Because the way this works... I should have seen red. I'm screwing everything up. I should have just used it. This would have blocked the you lose strength from the flex. That was a huge mistake. I thought this was just in the first turn. I didn't realize this was every single turn. Okay, so if I'm gonna drink this, flex. So it block the losing stuff, which wasn't necessary there, but I want to show it off now. Well, we don't need Demon Form. We've got infinite strength scaling. This doesn't scale with it. Berserk is nice for energy. The vulnerable, like once you upgrade it, you only get 1 turn of vulnerable, which is really nice. We do have 2 fairly expensive cards. We do also have 1 extra draw thing, which benefits from energy. I think I'm just going to skip, though. Well, if we get a Mummy Hand, I'll be kind of pissed. I don't like not being able to rest. They're already going to have strength. But, I mean, as a percentage, it doesn't really matter too much. I want extra energy. The Busted Crown, it does hurt not being able to have as many choices with your cards. A lot. I don't know. I'll go this. I don't think this is going to be a winning run, though. I think I'm already in a situation where we're going to just lose. But let's see what we can do. Both these routes seem fairly equivalent to me. As that requires fighting a Flaming Elite, and this one doesn't. Between these two, either way we get an Elite and a Campfire. This gets a shop really early on, but it might be too early to really have value. Although this would hit no shops. We might get one on the question mark. Early shop into this guy. Campfire. There. I mean, we get the same number of campfires, same number of elites. I don't think the early shop matters much for us. If I had taken the thing where we get fewer card picks, then I think it would have been worthwhile. Yeah, I think we'll do something like this. And this route here... Yeah, no. Definitely not. Alright, we got the blood potion. I mean, that'll help for something. Got the extra strength, so does he. There we go. Take nothing. Punch through that, and hit you some more. Okay. $13, good. And then drop some more, and then do that. Take a heavy beat down over here. Got the seeing red if we draw something expensive, which we'll use over here. Bash, strike, strike! Oh, there! Lethal. Snack oil could be fun. We do have the extra energy, making the pommel strike a little bit more tempting. Infernal Blade's a lot of fun, too. Actually, I think the pommel strike will be a really good pickup for us, actually. And then we'll draw this, some of which might be 0. Okay, I want to unload as many of these on one cost as possible, because statistically they're more likely to go up. Seeing red for 0. Bam. And then we don't need the... I mean, I may as well block. Nah, I'll do this. Okay, that was good. I like that. How much strength do we have? Well, 39! Well, 58 with the vulnerable. Excellent. Okay. Take that back. It has been upgraded. That's interesting. We don't have a thin enough deck, I think, for the Rampage, although we do have a couple of things of draw. We don't need the Rampage. We've got our kill condition, basically, with Heavy Blade and maybe some Anger and stuff like that. We don't need anything like this. Exhaustion... I mean, right now we've only got one. We don't have an Exhaustion deck, and we've got no relics for it that will help. The Searing Blow... No, I don't think I need any of these. I don't think any of these make my deck better at this point. Replace strikes with bites. No. It's very rare when I find that that's worth it. Alright, we're going to get Snecko-eyed over here. We don't have the artifact potion. Let's still hit him for a fair bit of damage here. This is going to be annoying with our angers, because we want them to cost 0. I mean, we're obviously doing that, and we're obviously doing this. More damage versus a draw as well. There's a good chance the draw won't be something... I mean, these would all be affordable as is, but there's a good chance that whatever we draw won't be. I think I'm just going to hit him like that. We'll have lethal next turn anyway. Maybe there was another way to get it? I don't know. Okay, done. Essence of Steel is fine and dandy. I'm just going to skip this again. Okay. I forgot we've got the Flying Boot. Oh, I completely forgot about that. Yeah, I'll spend money, get a relic. Tea set is nice. We are going to come through here. Yeah, I should have planned that out with the Flying Boot. I'm going to upgrade this to draw 2 cards because of the anger. I'm going to cycle through things faster. Yeah, question mark here is fine. This, scaling the damage on Ritual Dagger is not going to mean anything with our strength gain. We'll just take the money. And yes, I'll go for an elite fight. Okay, I got to remember the boot. This one's going to be kind of annoying. Okay, we're not going to get a wound this turn, which is nice. Pummel strike first. Thing red so we can dump everything. If I go Essence of Steel, it will save us exactly 4 damage, but we'll lose 3 charges, and it doesn't prevent 1 wound from coming in. I think I'm just going to save this for another fight. It's going to hurt a lot right there. How's the Heavy Blade doing? Okay. Boom. Done. Toxic Egg, skills get upgraded. That's nice. I do like this skill. It is nice that it comes in upgraded. Lose HP from a card we don't... I think that's going to be a great one to grab. That's a ton of debuffs. Alright, I mean, we don't care what chest we open. Okay, powers get upgraded. That's nice. Now, we want to upgrade Seeing Red. After that, we'd be upgrading basic cards. I'm not sure it's worth using a boot charge to change lanes right now. So go to the question mark. Ah, that's actually great. Unfortunately, not enough money to really buy everything. Battle Trance is probably worthwhile. It gives us a better chance to cycle our angers, which is good. You know, makes our rest bigger. Whenever rest can add a card. How do we feel about the evolve? We don't really feel it. Okay, I think the Battle Trance is a go. I think what we do is we remove what? All of our attacks are better than the strikes. On the other hand, the strikes do scale well because of our strength, but I'm kind of okay with just, like, we've got better scaling than the monsters we're going to fight, so I might remove strikes before the defends. And our deck, I think, really does benefit from being thinned down a fair bit. I don't really want to add the wound. True Grit upgraded is kind of nice because you can choose to exhaust your own things as you go. I think I will grab a True Grit, actually. I've become a big fan of it once it's upgraded. We want to rest. We've got the Blood Potion. I think the answer is no. It's riskier, but I think is going to be okay. We'll upgrade Seeing Red now. This fight is going to be a big question mark. Okay, the plant being malleable, I mean, he does multi-attack, which is kind of annoying, but otherwise, we're fine with it. I'm going to True Grit. I will Purge a Defend here. And then, well, I mean, I don't even have to block, but done and done. This guy is effectively an elite. I was going to complain about the T-set being wasted on non-elite. It turns out it was wasted a little bit because of our draw, but that's going to be fine. Let's do this. Anger. Heavy Blade. Done. Okay. This scales really well with strength at this. Actually, you know what? It's good enough now. We're going to grab that. I think upgrading it makes it hit 4 times, which is really good strength scaling. I have no problem fighting this elite. Well, hopefully we have no problems fighting this elite. I have no problems attempting to fight the elite, because I guess what I was trying to say here. What I can do is I can boop you and you. I guess I'll shrug it off. Maybe I should have done that first. If you're going to do a draw, you want to do it first. It just thins our deck a little bit. Okay, well, we're going to Battle Trance. Yeah, no more draw, but that's okay. I will Seeing Red here. Very nearly. I don't think the Shockwave would have made the math work in our favor. We got lethal this turn. I mean, as long as we got an attack. Oh my god, that was actually close. Hey, that's really good. We still have the Blood Potion. We still have the Essence of Steel. Strike Dummy makes our strikes do more damage. Or anything with the word strike in it. Now, Power Through is a very powerful thing. Adding those wounds suck. And if we grab an evolve, we would be less concerned about it. But we do have True Grit to clear it out. I actually think I will grab it. And I'll go for the question mark here. Okay, we gotta fight regardless, and that's fine. Actually, did these count as an elites? I don't remember. I don't think so, but I'm really not sure. No. We've got some block. Well, we'll burn the Shockwave. That's gonna be okay. I guess I will power through so we take no damage. Could have almost done it with just the plated armor as well. That might have been better, especially since we'll probably get another potion here and feel like we're wasting it. Alright, Pommel Strike first. We want to kill this guy first because he goes Super Saiyan after the other one is dead. Battle Trance now. Flex. Kill you with the Heavy Blade. And should have lethal next turn. You're still going to be vulnerable. You're buffing, or healing this turn. The blue is 2 things. It's either the heal or the strength buff. But yeah, it's like... doesn't matter. You're dead. Okay. Armament's already been upgraded, but most of our stuff's already upgraded, and otherwise Armaments isn't a very good card. It's only 5 block, which is no good. I don't think a second Heavy Blade may not be a stupid idea. Burning Pact wouldn't be bad if we didn't already have Battle Trance, because we can, you know, obliterate the wounds and things. Maybe a second Heavy Blade's a good idea, actually. We have so much strength scaling? Yeah. We'll definitely just smith, and I will just increase I mean, we could increase this, because it's 1 extra hit, but this is 2 extra amounts of strength, and we get so much strength scaling, I think this turns out to be a lot better math-wise, although the other one's cheaper. I don't know. Alright, he's going to summon his 2 dumbasses. That's going to be okay. We'll just flex. We'll just hit you a bunch, I guess, right now. Get some extra angers in there. We don't have any AoEs, the one thing, but they got denied 1 turn of strength boost, which is nice. I'll Battle Trance here. That's not really where I wanted to hit. I'm definitely going to True Grit. Now, I could just target the Ascender's Bane, but it's going to go away on its own. I think I'm going to get rid of a Defend. They don't really scale with the strength here. They're nice for the first couple of turns, but after that, they really start to fall away. I may as well Heavy Blade. What are you going to steal, punks? Seeing Red. So he's got Seeing Red. He's got Shockwave. Boom. We'll draw cards, get the Seeing Red, which is almost certainly going to get used here. Shrug it off so we've got nothing coming in that way. We're going to flex. Maybe we don't need it. We'll kill you this way. We get our Shockwave. Actually, yeah, I'll Seeing Red, drop the Shockwave, and then hit you. Oh, which doesn't matter because you're shut. Okay, you know what? That's fine. It actually burns the Shockwave, which wouldn't be all that useful to us. Battle Trance first. Bash will not vulnerabilize him. I'm going to True Grit right away. Burn off a wound. Now, we don't really have to worry about the damage that's coming in. So this is 36 damage. So the Heavy Blade's definitely doing more. We need to make sure to survive his, like, Ultra Cannon. So 36, we could just drop a little Defend here. To make sure we take nothing. Wow, we'll still take a little bit. It might be a better margin. I'll do that and I can still Boomerang. We just have to make sure not to die to his Hyper Cannon, which I think is what comes next. We might, depending on our draw, we actually just might be able to kill him next turn. We still have the Blood Potion. And if we need it, we've got the Essence of Steel as well. No, we just have it. Like, not even close. I think I'll leave that aside. I mean, obviously we can do crazy things with double tap. The thing is, it's only this turn, next 2 attacks. What we really want to do is, like, Heavy Blade a couple of times. A lot of times it's going to be kind of dead. Now, Reaper does do really well with strength. I think we take Reaper, because it's going to heal stupid amounts. Transform, strikes, and defends. It's likely to make our deck better, but it might end up having not enough draw. Lose HP, draw a card. That actually might be the best thing for us. We've already got +1 energy. Although we've got Battle Trance, we've got Shrug It Off, we've got the Pommel Strike. That's a fair amount of draw. We want to be able to cycle some of our things fairly often. A couple of curses. I already got the energy. I'm actually... Take the Runic Cube. Alright. We got the donuts. Well, the donut and his friend. Grabbing a shop would be nice. We do have the relic that gives us more money from drops, which is good. We got to remember that we've got the winged boots. We've got 2 charges. We could consider, you know, 1, 2, well, then 3. That's not, we can't do them all. Which one of these would we prefer? Maybe this branch. After him, we can jump to that. Okay. When we make our way up to this campfire, jump to this track. Boom, 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 boom. Jump to this track. So the question is, here do we go through the shop? And we've got the money now, but we might want to save it for later. I think since we are going to hit that last shop, I think we'll go down the right branch over here. I think I'm okay with this. We'll see what happens. No. We have the plus strength. We got this. I mean, I could kill this guy with these two, not take any damage. I mean, he'd respawn, not with full health or anything like that. Is there anything that, like... We don't have that much of a build. A build up, rather. Maybe we'll just do this. He's only going to come back with half health. Now, it's only unblock damage, so we got to get rid of the shielding here first, but that shouldn't actually be a problem. Although we're not going to kill them. Probably just do this, actually. While dead, he didn't get the strength gain either, which is interesting. Uh, 32, 48, actually. Okay, so we do have a kill over here. Which is probably what we're going to do. May as well seeing red for a little bit more block. And assuming things go okay... Wow, I haven't drawn the Ascender's Bane yet. Do we have a kill here? We can kill him, but that's it. We'll heal some, that's going to have to be okay. And there we go, we'll just tank that. This is actually the weirdest fight with these guys I've ever done. Flex. I need to draw into an attack. There it is. Okay. Well, we ended up with full health, which is good. It felt awkward. Honestly, the Essence of Steel doesn't do that much anymore for us. I think I will discard you. We'll take the Swift instead. How many exhausts do we have? One, two. Oh, we do exhaust with this fairly regularly, and Reaper. This might be okay. We're not fighting the I hose all powers thing. Disarm's really strong, but actually I think Dark Embrace is going to do good things for us. We don't have a real exhaust focus deck. Lose all gold to get a red mask. Start a first round weak. No, we're not really looking to front load that kind of damage, right? We build up a little bit. Yep, we're going to fight an Act 1 boss, which should be fairly easy for us at this point. I mean, there's no reason we're not going to cast that. Draw some card. Oh, yeah, I can't anymore. We'll do that, and can't use this. Do I want to burn? No, no, we want it to still be in the deck. That's going to be okay. Now, I can push him back his mode right now, but I don't think that's worth doing. 15 damage. We can set up a nice kill next round. Yeah, that would bring him too low. Actually, I'm going to Reaper right now. It'll do 13 to him, which will bring him down to 86, which is not going to split him. There we go. Let's do that. And now we're going for, hopefully, big damage. This is a bad hand. I'm going to go drink the Swift Potion. And we're just trying to drop him. Yeah, shit, I should have Shockwave for it. Oh, he was already vulnerable. Never mind, that was completely stupid. And I could have just purged the slime. That was actually incredibly badly done. I'm like, oh, I should have Shockwave to make him vulnerable. No, he was already vulnerable. I think we're going to be fine. Yeah, I mean, dead. Okay. Woo! More strength. I mean, it might be overkill on strength scaling, but it is nice. Plan attack this turn, get block. I mean, this would be great if we had Unceasing Top all of a sudden. The uppercut being upgraded is fairly tempting. I mean, it's a strong card, but I think we've got as many strong cards as we want. That's true. Now, does adding it, because, you know, adding this makes it less likely to we draw other things in our deck. Adding uppercut and, you know, and drawing that instead of a strike is much better. Is it better than drawing one of our heavy blades? Maybe not. Or, more importantly, is it better than drawing a defense early on when we're desperate for it? I think the answer is no. We're gonna be fairly minimalistic over there. Tesseract. Well, we've got lots of health. Alright, let's go for it. The Madness could be very nice. Actually, Impatience would be wonderful for us on the turns when we're trying to just unload for the kill. More than one might be stupid, though. Actually, Violence is pretty good. We'll throw Madness because I think we really are looking to a lot of zero-cost cards. We've got enough draw and cycling and various crap like that. We didn't draw Anger. That's actually kind of frustrating. This is probably a decent one to open Strength with, though. It's not like we really need the Strength Potion for longer fights. Still no Anger? I thought we were going to get killed there. Maybe I could have done it differently and we would have gotten one, but... We do have a Reaper, which... Yep. And then, I don't know, I'll just... I don't even need to do that. We're not going to draw the wounds. We're just going to kill him next turn. Okay. Alright, full health at the end. Havoc's interesting, like, if we've played all of our quality cards yet. Like, what are we... Is there anything in our deck that we would be really frustrated by if it happened to get exhausted by Havoc? We have 2 heavy blades. Darn. Did I not add a second heavy blade at some point? Oh yeah, there. We had 2, so it couldn't burn both. This actually might be okay. We've got Dark Embrace. Actually, I think that'll work out fine. I'm here. We can lift, so campfires are better. Upgrading this, just 1 extra damage doesn't really make a difference. The extra hit on that is kind of nice. I think it's better to get the extra hit on the Sword Boomerang than get 1 point of strength right now. And then, yeah, we'll come over here, and this here we will lift. Okay, and we still have 1 boot charge. This fight can be really annoying, because they can open up so much damage here. Especially, I know with the higher ascensions, it's even worse. We got some AoEs, we got some things, we got some RNG, we got lots of energy. Let's open up with the Sword Boomerang first, see where it lands. There's no possible way for us to get more damage out of the Reaper. I'll use it now for the AoE. I realize it's not going to heal us, but it's going to do that. I'm going to Pommel Strike you. Because I could finish off with this. I mean, you're only hitting me for 1, although you're going to debuff me as well. I think I will drop the Dark Embrace, and I'm going to True Grit away the Power Through. And draw... Okay, I was hoping to maybe draw Anger or something, but I think this will put us in a better position. Wow, that is a terrible hand. I mean, we draw a card by playing Seeing Red, but... No. We drew a card from the Ascender's Bane going away. Flex. Can I just kill the boss? No. I'm gonna Havoc. Which made something free. I don't think Shockwave is the way to go. We can Heavy Blade this and not take any damage this round easily. Annoyingly, that's... I guess I could Strike Anger it. That's probably better. Strike Anger. Because then what I can do is I can Heavy Blade this one. Actually, I should... Battle Trance, I might have been able to get a yeah, flex like that. Oh well. Actually, I should have done this to make you vulnerable. I can still Impatience, although it's not going to bring anything out of my deck. The Shrug It Off's not going to draw me a card. Yeah, it was badly handled. I think we're probably fine to get a kill off on this guy next round. Heavy Blade, 64. We got all the strikes in the universe. Yeah, it's going to be fine. Still not great. That's quite nice. Whether or not the vulnerable in the first round makes a huge difference, I'm not sure. But what's handy about it is also pops artifacts, which is great. I don't think I'm looking for any of these. Let's skip that. May as well go here. Omamari, I guess, is nice that you're there. Sure. I mean, we could lift over here, but because I could boots. We're still looking to boots over there. I think that's still the plan with my last charge. Okay, we'll come here. Big Giant Head. I think we've got a great deck for it with our scaling. Yes. And now it's just a question of putting down deep. I think I will bash. Keep that around. And the Anchor's a no-brainer. Do I Heavy Blade, or do I think I just use a Reaper right now. There's not going to be that much damage scaling one way or another right now. We'll sort of get it out of there. I don't want the Madness to hit the Shockwave, but I don't know if I want to use the Shockwave. I think we're going to Battle Trance. Madness now. Alright, hitting Shrug It Off is fine, actually. We want 2 mana for attack, so I can spend... Oh, that's free anyway. Oh yeah, no more draw. It doesn't matter. So... Yeah, let me do it this way, and then hit the strike, and then that, so it gets the maximum slow bonus. Done and done. Okay. Seeing red. Sort of hoping to not draw it. Well, no, I mean, well, that is what happened. Havoc, the top card. Just to defend, but I guess that's fine. So I've got 1/2 mana for attack. That's it. So okay, I want to try to play as much as possible before that. I still have that much amount. I could play power, but I don't really need the... I'm gonna True Grit, trashing that. Alright, and then Heavy Blade him. Okay. I think that was alright. No damage here. We could use the Blood Potion, but I'm gonna wait until it's completely needed. We're going to Battle Trance first here. That's going to be okay. A Flex is going to be okay. This thing is free. It won't draw me a card, but it adds another charge there. And for 1/2, yeah, so we can just start dealing some attacks at this point. We're already vulnerable, so... And that would deny me once. I guess it doesn't really matter. Because I can Sword Boomerang Strike and one of these two. And Bash does 1 extra point of damage. Oh, we got lethal a million times anyway. Okay. Bottle Flame. Put an attack in our hand at the start. We could use it to throw an Anger in there. So that we can cycle it as quickly as possible. We could throw in a Pommel Strike for a card draw. I'm not sure that one makes as much sense, though. Do I even want the Anger in the first one? I don't know that I do. Because I might prefer, like, that decreases the chance of, say, starting with a Battle Trance in our hand, which would be strictly better. Yeah, I think we'll probably skip that. War Cry. 2 cards, put 1 on top of your draw pile. Since it's already upgraded, it's not bad, because if it wasn't upgraded, I think it's only draw 1 card. It does exhaust... You know what? Yeah, we'll grab that. I'm going to skip that Relic. How do we feel about upgrades? Nothing I'm really as concerned about. I'm just going to go ahead and lift. That's going to be okay. Yeah, I still want to hit this, and I still want to hit this guy. Okay, we'll do that. If we take a bunch of damage in this fight, we can bail to the question mark instead of the elite. I'm going to open with a Pommel Strike. Get the card draw first. Then we're going to Battle Trance. I'm going to finish you off, so we're not worrying... Well, we wouldn't take any damage anyway. But I didn't want to get with an awkward amount of damage. Oh, man. This is just going to be... This is going to be swell. Okay, nothing to worry about here. does have a lot of strength, but turns out so do we. I mean, it doesn't matter here. Surprised that we didn't, you know, manage to kill him right away. Excuse me, some health. There we go. Kill it that way. Alright, full health. Done, done, done. I think I'm gonna say no to this. I don't think we need any more like that. We're full health. We may as well go for this elite. Oh, it's her again. Reptilomancer. Or Reptomancer. A huge pain. Flex first. Kill. Draw. Yeah, we'll use everything. Can I kill you with the bash? Let me do that. Land you that way. Strike. And then the true grit doesn't matter. We actually just be able to kill her in the second round. Heavy blade for 49. You're not vulnerable. I mean, you could become vulnerable. And this would do about 75, which is not... the Havoc might do something, though. Alright, let's Shockwave. Havoc. Yeah, it's just a block. Well, I'll just Heavy Blade you, so we'll have lethal next turn. I had 4. Hold on, I could have killed you, right? Because I could have Heavy Blade... Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. As long as I draw and damage. Blood Vial, a little bit late for that. Great relic, but not so much at this point. No... The drops... I mean, this would work for cycling. We don't have the time, dick. You know what? Actually, Vulnerable is going to be pretty consistent. Alright, let's go to shop. We got tons of money. What do we got? Block on the third turn, or Calcum's not useful. We could Dolly's Mirror to duplicate something. The thing is, we don't actually have a crazy go-nuts card in our deck. We've got the power of our deck comes entirely from our relics. I mean, it could duplicate maybe Battle Trance. Obviously, drawing, you know, 2 of the same turn sucks, but it increases the chance that I'm regularly going to draw one, which lets us cycle the angers and stuff a lot more often. We don't actually get punished for playing a big number of cards against these guys. I mean, would our deck be better with a second Battle Trance than otherwise? I would say yes. Anything else? I'm not sure. Maybe another Madness might benefit us. But sort of like, we need another Madness and another Battle Trance to really max this out. What else we got? I mean, we could grab a Master of Strategy, which would almost act like a second one of those. This would enable me to duplicate Madness and then still get effectively another big draw. I mean, only the one time. That might be okay. We could get another Dark Embrace. I don't know if I care about that. It might just be worthwhile just picking up a Captain's Wheel. I think a Captain's Wheel may actually be our best chance at... You know, it's only 1 turn, 18 block, but they always attack every turn. They're going to be getting the strength gain from our, whatever, Brimstone. This might just allow us to survive that 3rd turn, which might make all the difference in the universe. I think I'm going to grab that. I'm wondering about another Dark Embrace. No. No. Gambler's Brew, I could flip it for something else. I think I'm okay like this. I think this is probably fine for us. And for smithing, I'm still... That doesn't really do much. We don't care about its base damage. It's going to scale from strength, so we'll just go ahead and lift. And max out Giria. And let's go get yourself some donuts. We've got this as well for extra, which is nice. What we're going to do here is we're definitely going to Gambler's Brew. I'd like this to be removed from the deck, but I think I'll cycle it now. I'm wondering about holding on to the power through just because we kind of need one big block here. Although, the deeper I go, the more likely it is that we do get some crazy draw stuff, which might mean we hit it anyway. No, I'm gonna do it this way. Slightly safer. Boom. I mean, obviously that's gonna go. That's going to be fine. This is gonna... I would really like the Heavy Blade to cost 0. I really don't want it to land on Reaper. I'm just going to get rid of this now, even though it's like an AoE, which would be handy for us. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, hold on to the Seeing Red. Dark Embrace is yes. Shrug it off, yes. Pommel Strike over here. I can't bash, so Impatience does nothing for us. A True Grit away a Defend here, because they start to matter less and less, because they don't scale up with the strength gain that everyone's getting, including myself. Put a card from your hand on top of your draw pile, so we can trigger the Havoc specifically. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this, and put Shockwave on top, because it's going to get exhausted anyway. Oh shit, then we just redrew it. And now Havoc can't do anything because it's, like, the deck is empty. Oh! It does cycle the deck! I didn't think it did. A lot of things, like, Violence doesn't reshuffle it, but I guess it does work a little bit differently. Oh, and they have, yeah, they have... Alright, let's just do this. It'll still apply Vulnerable, which is nice, which does actually enable Dropkick to do cool things for us, which is good to see. I mean, the Free Heavy Blade... And actually, we can just finish it. Now, 2 tap... Well, I need 3 taps from this. We have the Violence. Actually, I may do this, because I was going to say, if there's an Anger in there... that's not a kill, though. Although we can double Anger this one. Okay. Oh, right, into the Vulnerable. That's probably the right play there. Yeah, well, let me Seeing Red first. Well, no, it's fine. Flex, Pommel Strike. True Grit away a wound, which will exhaust a card, which will draw a card. Into Battle Trance. Drop Kick. I think we just... Oh yeah, we didn't draw a card, but we do still have lethal. Well, that worked out pretty well. Now, you better advance me again to Ascension 17. Alright. I'm wondering if the new run button screws this up. Maybe that might actually be... Of all the mods that might be causing issues with my save here... Yeah, there we go. It might be the restart button, now that I think about it. Because there might be some timing issue in how things get saved. I think I might disable that one. Anyway, there you go. Ascension level 16, beaten again. It's annoying. And we'll see what I can do next time. Thanks for watching, folks. Bye-bye.